The New York Knicks have made 2 picks here in quick succession in the 2021 NBA Draft in round 2. Beginning with pick number 34, Rokas Jokubaitis, the point guard out of Lithuania, one of the top young European players in this year's NBA Draft. Jokubaitis helped fill the Knicks' number 1 need, namely the point guard position. Now, according to our NBA Draft expert here, Chat Sports, Chase Sr., first-round value here for the Knicks. Jokubaitis, number 28 overall, is number 13 guard, and I think could be a point guard at least option for the Knicks. Now, he doesn't turn 21 until November, and the raw numbers aren't that impressive, but again, outside of Luka Doncic and a handful of other players, truly a handful, there aren't that many of young European players putting up massive numbers. That's simply not how they are used. In fact, there is at least the potential of Jokubaitis even being a draft stash for a year. The reason why you take him here at the beginning of round 2, passing. Great feel off of screens and handoffs. He's very creative and crafty with his handle, and I think that will benefit him as a point guard in the NBA. Good dribble passes. He can take advantage of mistakes the defenses make, and I think he can project as a good shooter off the court as well. Now, he's good off the catch, not so much off the bounce from three-point range. He did shoot 35% this past year. In a more limited sample size in 2019 to 2020, 46.3%. Again, smaller sample size there, but he's a good decision maker. This is more of a floor general type of player. Now, he's not a great athlete. That will be a red flag for the Knicks and that stuff going forward. I do worry a little bit about him as a defender in the NBA, but again, of course, there are concerns here. This is a crafty playmaker type of guy for the NBA. If you want to go with the European dude, Tomas Satoransky could be a decent player comp there. The shooting has to get better. Again, he shot 38.8% on only 49 attempts this past year. Looking for more in that capacity, but he is a solid ball distributor. He can be a playmaker, even though he played a lot of off-ball last year overseas. I think it will take a while. He's not an overnight instant impact player, but I think Jokubaitis can be a nice rotation piece. Maybe not a starter at point guard, but a good backup point guard for the Knicks in the NBA. So grade the pick here for me of Rokas Jokubaitis. First off, elite name, automatic A from that perspective. I like the value here. Fills a big-time need. I'm of a B+, A- grade. I like this one for the New York Knicks. Now, they went back-to-back point guards, at least. Their next pick here, 2 picks later, we'll break down the trade here in a little bit. Miles McBride, a 20-year-old who does turn 21 in September. From Cincinnati, went to Moeller High School. For those of you who know where that are, they were a rival of mine. I went to St. Xavier High School in Cincinnati. Was teammates, by the way, with current NBA center Jackson Hayes, who is dealing with some off-the-court issues on that perspective. I really like this pick, and I agree with our expert Chase Sr., his draft grade, 26 overall for McBride. I'm a bit surprised that he fell this far. Now, he shot pretty good from three-point range last year to go along with almost 16 points, 4 boards, and nearly 5 assists. 41.4% from deep. That's very intriguing and very impactful, in the NBA. However, I think he fell as some of the other undersized guards have fallen, well, because of his exact size. He's stocky, 6'2", 200 pounds, but he's got a 6'9" wingspan. I like this pick a lot for the Knicks. I'd say instant impact-wise, McBride might even be a better player than Jokubaitis, and I think he might have more upside too. I like McBride more than I like Jokubaitis here, folks. Very good on-ball defender. Pesky might be a good way to describe his defensive style there. He's not going to create a ton of space. I don't think he has the upside as a passer as Jokubaitis does, but he can score. I think he and Jokubaitis could even maybe share the court at times, Jokubaitis being the ball handler, McBride being maybe more of that kind of combo scoring guard in the end. I like McBride. I think he kind of rose as the draft process went along, at least for some of the experts out there. If the passing can do better outside of the West Virginia scheme, I think there's going to be some impact there. Viewed as a high-character guy, he's had a lot of success in college and in the NBA. I really like these 2 picks here by the Knicks in Miles McBride and Rokas Jokubaitis. So grade the McBride pick specifically for me now. This one's an A. I mean, look, I know that Sharif Cooper's on the board, but you took 2 point guards. That makes a lot of sense. So grade this for me. A, B, C, D, or F. I do want to give the Knicks a ton of credit, by the way. It's a great trade. You move down 2 spots from 32 to 34, my bad, and get pick 36. 2 additions that I like a lot for New York to help fill out the back end of that roster and add some point guard depth, which is so desperately needed. Now, if you guys want more free Knicks videos, including draft grades coming up later tonight, hit that big red button and subscribe. That way, you don't miss out on anything we have for you guys here on our new Knicks channel. The one thing the Knicks still must find a way to do is get an actual starter at point guard. I like McBride. I like Jokubaitis. Those are not starters. The guards on this roster under contract, I don't really think Kevin Knox counts there. So you've got Emmanuel Quickley. Frankie Ntilikina is a restricted free agent. Hopefully you guys don't get bent out of shape for going with another European guard, but it's fine. Way less draft investment with this pick. If I'm the Knicks, I'm focused my free agency and trade efforts on finding another starting caliber point guard.